Curling Championships. We are live from the Community First Curling Center in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. We've reached the championship pool part of play, and today we are featuring Team British Columbia versus Team Yukon in the ladies. My name is Peter Stesky. I'm your host. We're just getting started. It looks like the Yukon is going to have the hammer. We started with 14 men's and ladies teams. We played in two pools of 7, 6-game round robin, and the top 4 from each pool have advanced. And this is game 1 of that play. They do carry over their records, so it's important to note the Yukon curling out of the Whitehorse Curling Club, 3 wins, 3 losses. This is their lead, Laura Wilson. Second, Corinne Dallaire. Their third, Helen Strong. And their skip, Rhonda Horte.
Good sweep. Shot, Laura.
For British Columbia, they curl out of the Royal City Curling Club. Went through the round robin with a record of 4 wins and 2 losses. Their lead is Grace McInnes. Throwing right now. Second, Diane Gouchelak. Third, Penny Chance. And their skip, Marianne Arsenault. Miss there to get us started. Peeled her own out. Yukon's going to split the rings now. So in the women's play, Pool A, Quebec went 5-1, and then Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and British Columbia were all 4-2. Pool B, Ontario and Nova Scotia led the way at 5-1. Alberta at 4-2, and the Yukon at 3-3. So they're going to play 4 more games. And I'm going to tell you that if you get to 4 losses, that's the max.
Yep.
Actually, they only take the top 4. Yeah, I don't think 4 might not even do it. Whoever finishes first at the end of the combined round robin will play the team that finishes 4th, and then the 2nd seed will play the 3rd seed. Those are your semifinals, and the finals will be on Saturday. Same format for the men as well. We've got an open hit here for Corinne. She can nose it. They could also try to roll behind this guard, but you have to hit it first, and that's looking like that's not going to be the case. She just skates past it. Could be a center guard here for Diane.
I think so.
In the men's Pool A, Quebec and Saskatchewan both went 5-1. New Brunswick 4-2. And Newfoundland and Labrador was 3-3. Pool B, Alberta undefeated at 6-0. Ontario 5-1. And then British Columbia and Northern Ontario are 3-3. They'll have a lot of work cut out for themselves in the second half. Got to make up at least 2 games. Other ladies' games on the sheet: Ontario versus Quebec, Saskatchewan versus Nova Scotia, and Alberta versus Manitoba. We will update you on scores as we get them. Really nice guard there. Perfectly placed on the center line. You could probably see about 1/3 of a rock, maybe less. I'll go with less. So tough shot here for Kareen, throwing some soft weight. We've seen all week it does curl. Trying hard to carve this one over with the directional sweeping. Not going to do it though. Very good chance now for British Columbia. Get off to an aggressive start without the hammer. Penny Chance throwing third stones, wants to wish her son Derek Ryan a happy 36th birthday. She also told me to tell you to quit watching curling and get back to work.
If I'm light, it's okay.
That's what moms do. So a chance now for Penny to draw in around their own guard. Anywhere in front of their rock that's already on the forefoot would be perfect. You want to keep this in front of the tee line.
Shot.
And that is a great curling shot and a little bit of trouble now for the Yukon. They can see a piece of the rock that Penny just threw. I like the run back here. This is a spot here where all week we've just seen over curl after over curl after over curl. See how Helen can handle it.
Clean. Clean, clean, clean.
And they weren't even out of the when she released that rock. They didn't jump it by any stretch. So I think she threw that pretty well. Just hard to take enough ice. Now Penny just has to adjust. She just threw the come around.
Just short.
Has to throw the guard now. Saw Penny play for the first time in 1986. Canadian mix. She was playing with Randy Furby and Pat Ryan. They lost the final to Ottawa, Ontario's Dave Van Dyne.
Hold it out there. Okay, over and off.
They're just hoping this one sits. It'll guard part of it, but both rocks now accessible here for Helen. She can make a play, probably looking to throw somewhere around board weight here. Helen's also played in the seniors in 2018 and 2019. Good throw there, able to kill one of the BC counters. Rolls her shooter out and sticks around. So rolls her shooter away and sticks around.
Man, come over there.
Really nice shot. Threat of a steal now, not nearly as much as they can see the green shot rock as well. This will be the opening shot here of our playoff game for Marianne Arsenal. She went to 14 Scotties and won 5 of them. Also picked up 2 bronze medals, one of the most accomplished curlers of all time. 2-time world champion as well. She's looking for the out turn, hit and stay. Probably more in force mode right now. Have to be careful. It's real tough to not set up a double, actually. Whether you're careful or not.
No. Nice weight. This weight. Really nice weight.
Yukon's going to play the hit and roll.
Well, the doubles are that way, but.
Problem with the double, if you try it and you don't make it, that green rock's in a really nice spot. It could be a potential steal, this one here. So they're going to hit it first maybe and just roll over into this area. I don't think they'll be able to throw it hard enough to make this double here. You'd need to whip that one down there.
Play the double. So normal. Outside.
They're going to try to play the double off the back of it. That's going to be, I'm not sure if they're playing the intern here. It's ice that you could play the out-turn hit and roll or the intern double with. I heard her say she's playing the double, so I would assume she's playing the intern. Unless she thinks she can make the double the other way, which that's not going to happen.
Clean. Yep. Forward. Yeah.
Intern double attempt for Skip Rhonda Horte.
Get. Hard.
Good attempt, but like I said, had to really, really whip that one. She hit it absolutely perfect. She bumped the British Columbia stone in behind two corners, so they're lost in there. Chance for now
Just curled a bit too much, eh?
Marianne to hit and roll underneath, and she could really sort of gamble on this one because there are other rocks already buried. Good chance here to make Rhonda throw it too. So final stone in the first end. BC Skip, Marianne Arsenal playing the out-turn, hit and roll.
Close, yep. Yes. Whoa, whoa. Yes. Hard, hard, hard. 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 Roll it, Diane. Roll it.
Able to make the roll. That's about as good as they could do.
Nice throws, nice weight.
So a nice end to get started for British Columbia, and now a little tester here
Yeah, I think we just draw.
for Rhonda. I think you have to play the draw here. You need full 4 foot, almost a piece of the Everest button to score.
We'll just draw.
This should be a very similar path to what they threw in
About 4
practice.
foot at least to count him down.
You draw closest to the button. Both
What do
teams
you
throw
guys want? We
2
have no
players
idea, eh?
combined distance. Yukon
90?
won the hammer, so they
90,
should have a
95?
real nice idea of what this does. But pressure, nevertheless, first end. Little reset, and now she's ready to go. Final shot for Rhonda Horte. Drawing against 2. Coming in with a 3-3 record. Needs a couple of wins early in this championship pool play. The sweepers are on it early.
Yeah, you gotta go. You got it. Take a look, you got it. It's all yours.
Hoping it dies now. And it slides just far enough that it's a steal of 1. Pretty good throw, a little bit overswept. And at the end of 1, it's going to be British Columbia 1. Team Yukon with the hammer to start the second end. Men's games that are out there on the ice right now. Saskatchewan versus Ontario. Newfoundland and Labrador versus British Columbia. Northern Ontario versus New Brunswick. And then a game I'd like to watch, actually, Quebec versus Alberta. Alberta went through pool play at 6-0. Quebec at 5-1. And probably 2 of the better teams in the competition. We have the last 6 men's champions here at the Everest Canadian Seniors. And then the ladies field is littered with superstars as well, including Marianne here, 5-time Scottish champion. You've got Cheryl Bernard, Sherry Anderson. They were sort of the big 3 names coming in. Teresa Breen's played great at a Nova Scotia, and I've gotten to see a little bit of the Quebec ladies team, and they've been sort of the sleeper, I would say, for the week. 5-1 in pool play.
Yeah. Gotta be in line really bad.
All the way.
Okay, guys.
Tight little guard, over curled a bit. Yukon going old school here, going to draw into the rings. Quick start for Manitoba versus Alberta in the ladies. They put up 3 in the first. Our other 2 games were both first-hand blanks.
Are we in? Back here is good.
Oh, yeah.
Nice weight here from Laura.
14-7.
Not sure I understand the call.
Good sweep. Good judge.
Do have a chance to throw a corner guard up. Allow your opponent to throw a wide open hit here. Unless you have a scouting report that she throws in turn hits like Ben Hebert. So Grace makes that one go away. And they're going to just replace it. For kids watching at home, 1, you should be in school. And number 2, if you're in the situation, you should throw a corner guard.
Over and off then. It's over curling. Just over. It's going to over curl, so just over. Sweep. Good one. That was fine.
Sweeper is able to just drag that one over. That's actually probably a hair high to be an effective corner. Marianne's going to have Diane throw just short of the rings here on the center line, just past the Everest logo. I met Diane in junior curling in Ontario. She started her curling career there. Played in 4 Scotties. And this is her first senior ladies curling championship. Pretty close to where they wanted it. Yukon's going to ignore it and go out with the wide out-turn draw, sticking with this. Should have to put it in a pretty specific spot for BC to not be able to make a play on it just because that guard is so high. Good looking weight here from Kareen.
Should be good. Right to here. Yep. Hard, Laura. Hard. 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 Get it behind the guard. Hard, hard, hard. Good sweep. Shot.
Diane can see at least half of that, plus the amount of curls in there that if you were to hit the guard, you're probably going to flash the rock anyway. Judging by the ice they're taking, just sort of throwing some form of up board, control weight. You can see they got by the guard by probably 5 inches. with what would be close to normal weight and hit almost all of it. So Karine gonna replace it. I'm not sure she can put this again anywhere that BC won't be able to make a play on it. Karine played in the mixed twice, and this is her third Everest Canadian Senior Championship, and she's got a good one coming in here. Well brushed by the sweepers.
14-3.
Kept it right in front of the tee, so that's about as perfect as you can place it.
Okay, it's 42. Sounds good.
Penny's going to try to chase it with her out turn. Just freeze in front of it. This is 5 Canadian Senior Ladies Championships for Penny. She also won the Olympic trials when it was a trial sport or a demonstration sport back in 1987. So she participated in the Olympic Games, winning gold in the Calgary Olympics. Her skip was Linda Moore. I don't think they got that there for shot, which is a shame because that was a very well thrown curling rock, and there'd be no way for the Yukon to get rid of it. This is going to be a super hard shot. She hits the broom here. I think they'll be topping in the green. This curls a lot. They might be wide enough. She definitely got out to it, but this is a spot where you get a lot of curl. It's a real tough guess on the weight as well.
Go hard. Hard line. Where are you? Well, then move.
And again,
Right off.
I've been here all week, so I get to see it. They're only here once, you know, every 4 days, but that was very predictable. Chance now. Penny can probably just tap her own rock that she threw. And I agree. I think they could throw more weight, at least hack weight, and chase this if they want.
Board weight, she asked
14. Count here. Okay. If I get the front one, it's good too, right?
Yep. You got it, Penny. Right at it.
You definitely don't want to go by everything.
Let her know with hand signals right away.
But I think you can see with how much ice is being taken that they really expect this to curl, and it should curl right in there if she has the proper weight. Chance to lie 3 here for British Columbia.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, Grace, Grace, whoa.
Grace! Hard, Grace!
Hard! Hard, 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 hard. Okay, heavy.
I touched this, but I didn't move it, I don't think. No.
Had to curl, obviously had to curl more, lost the shooter and left the Yukon shot rock. I think both rocks are now open on the wide in-turn side. Helen's going to try to tap up the rock she just threw again. Really, really tough shot here. She just threw it, so she'll know the weight. This is going to overcurl huge. It's almost that one picked. That one absolutely picked. Unfortunate. Looked like it was going to be close, but it picked for sure.
See it all? Good. About 3/4. That's long. It's so long. Yeah. Same weight?
Regular.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mentioned that they could see both of these rocks out wide here. Just a short little run back.
Started so long, I still get to know it. Sounds good.
Marianne said her favorite curler is Rick Lang when she was a kid. Maybe she doesn't care for him anymore. Rick was one of my curling heroes growing up. Speaking of which, Al Hackner was here yesterday. Rick's skip on those 2 World Championship teams. We got to sit down, have a chat with Al for a couple ends.
Yes, yes. Whoa! Yes. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa! Yes! Hard! Hard! Hard, hard, all the way.
Roll it.
Good.
Good shot, able to make the back one go away. I think it sort of jumped. Made a big move. They really weren't sweeping it. It ended up in a spot, though, that Rhonda will be able to make a play on it.
Get it so it angles the yellow in. They are with it. Oh, I guess we got to get it from there.
It's tough. This high yellow one's in the way a little bit. The amount it curls there. Going to force her to maybe throw more weight than she'd want to. She could make the hit and roll either way. Rhonda made a nice little sort of double attempt on her first rock of the game. And a very nice draw with her last. It was just slightly overswept. That's how BC picked up the steal. First shot here in the second, trailing by 1.
Clean.
I'd say she's normal weight here anyway. Gonna have to try to carve it just to get it to stay. Unable to do so. Now it's a tough spot, though, to get a second rock in the rings here if you're British Columbia. You can't really draw through this hole here. You could play the wide tap,
or was I?
but every time we've seen that, it's been missed tight. You could actually draw right through the hole, right through here. It'll curl enough when it gets past that yellow guard. You could miss your green one. It's not easy. Or you could just play the straight tap on that. Right now, really, the only way into the rings is right here for Team Yukon. There's just no other way to draw into the rings. Marianne got this one out a bit. They need this to curl. Really need it to curl. Comes up just enough. Had to hold their breath for a second. They were afraid that they tapped in that Yukon stone. 2 choices here. You could play the double, make both rocks go away, get a blank.
I want to give them 2.
Or the other shot here is just to tap your rock up into the 8 foot.
Well, I just don't think there's enough ice, unless I throw a rotation, and then we count. Right? Both of yours, we threw here, and it over curls. I don't think we can raise that.
Rhonda doesn't think she can take enough ice to raise that yellow one. I don't necessarily disagree with her.
See, I don't know how to get to, or we draw here.
So they know what this does.
They're
going to play the double. Pretty easy to drive it back onto the green. Just got to make sure you kill the one that you're driving back as well. Good chance to blank here.
I can't see a path that we can get shot. Just doing nose double. Blank. So final shot here in the second end for Rhonda Horte.
Out-turn double attempt, hoping to keep the hammer, trailing British Columbia 1-0. This is championship pool play from the Everest Canadian Senior Men's and Women's Curling Championships. It's Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario.
Clean, yep.
They're going to have to sweep this one.
Yep.
Well. Hard. Yep. Hard.
Unable to kill them both, so it's another steal of 1 for BC. They'll lead the Yukon 2-0 when we get back for the third end here.
Sorry, guys.
Saskatchewan put a single up on the board. They lead Nova Scotia 1-0 after 2. Ontario ladies leading Quebec 1-0. They're in the third end as well. A lot of action going on in the Alberta-Manitoba game. Manitoba scored 3 in the first. Looks like Cheryl Bernard might have some form of run back for multiple points. See her coach and husband Terry Meek chewing his nails over there. So a couple of steals to get this game started for British Columbia. I always liked it if I didn't start with the hammer and then I never got it. That meant I was probably in pretty good shape or I was going to lose with 1-0. In-turn draw to get us started in the third from Grace McInnes.
Gotta be in line fast. I got it. Go hard. Go hard.
I think they're trying to get this one into the ring. It's going to come up a hair short.
Jeez.
Okay.
So I think we're going to get a corner guard here. Last end they drew open side in the rings. Laura's had good draw weight.
Pretty good. Two and a half.
Okay, a little more. That's good. That's good.
Right?
Perfect spot there.
You will.
Grace going to throw the in-turn center guard here. Probably beside her other rock, maybe a hair higher.
Get it. That's more, a little more, which is way out there now. Holy crap.
Line good.
Holy. I think we got to switch.
To 3. It doesn't need to curl.
It doesn't need to curl.
The Everest troops have made it. Mr. Hackner, Mr. Furby behind me here. Nice to show up, guys. Keeping bankers hours. Love to be Randy Furby when I grow up. A lot of people do, he says. So a nice center guard, good start for Grace, getting BC set up. Laura's going to try to draw around her own corner guard here.
He's got a curl. Yep. Line's great. 4-5. Line's great. Top 8.
Great scrub by the sweepers here.
Keep going. Little more.
This one's going to sneak right into the 12-foot.
Good one.
Perfectly buried. Great shot there by Laura. BC obviously can't make a play on the guard, so they're going to ignore that situation over there and have Diane draw around the center.
A solid.
This is the spot where it curls. Need to get out to it with some decent rotation. You throw this flat at all and it will just take off like a dying quail. That's what they used to call my intern when I played.
Line's good. Yep.
7.
Yep.
Pressure's on this, trying to get it by.
Hard, Grace.
It's there.
Hard.
They like the weight. Just going to clip off of the green one, though. Too bad. It's really, really well thrown and a good scrub. Unable to get it by, though, so an opportunity now for the Yukon to lie 2. They've already got one sunk in there nicely behind their corner. They're going to try to roll the other way behind these greens. Good chance here for Kareen to set them up. Trailing 2-0. Love to get some offense going. I like her weight here. This will move with that weight for sure. Gonna try to go the other way now. A little late. Not sure there's a double or not. There might be, but it's pretty tough. Probably hit and roll is going to be the more prudent play. Diane can hit this and roll behind her own guards. Penny's trying to carve this over. It's got a lot of curling to do. Just enough to pick it out, but still advantage here to the Yukon. Already lying 1 and throwing. They're going to go wide around everything here with the out-turn draw. This is tough to get it buried and keep it in front of the tee. They have the hammer, so it's not the end of the world if they slide deep, but it would allow an opportunity for British Columbia to freeze their way out of this. Just need this one to stop right now.
That's good. I didn't get.
So yeah. It's not that far off from what they wanted, but it was a real difficult shot to keep in front of the tee, and now Penny has enough room to follow her down for sure. I think it stopped in time that it'd be shot rock as well for British Columbia if Penny makes the freeze here. Penny throwing with the stabilizer. We had Scott Henderson on here yesterday. He had an upside down table he was sliding with. I'd never seen anything like it. Diane sweeping really hard, trying to straighten this out. Able to sneak by nicely. And it's in there for shot rock for British Columbia. Heather's going to try to just throw a similar weight. Probably just try to throw your regular T-line weight, and the sweepers can do the rest. Most often these shots are missed because you throw them too hard. Nice of Randy to stop by for 2 minutes. Now he's going to go eat food. That one just a hair light, I would say. Still ends up in a spot that Team BC is going to have to do something with it for sure. For starters, it's shot rock. It's in a very usable spot as well. Penny's afraid if she makes the roll that she could jam. They're on it right out of her hands. And she'll make that one go away. She had a catcher. You could tell she was a little nervous about playing the roll towards the center line there. Might have protected a bit.
I was worried about that jam back there. I was like, oh. And then I thought, don't think that, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's 12 foot back.
Positive thinking, Penny. Come on. Helen now can make the roll that Penny was called to make. Right in behind these greens with a good throw. They really overswept that one. She gone.
It's sweeping. Got it.
And it's really turned around now. The end
I got it. Thank you.
once held promising possibility for the Yukon, and now it's a good chance for British Columbia to apply some pressure.
Yeah. Right, you got the top one.
Alberta ladies were forced to a single, so Manitoba leads 3-1 after 2. Quebec and Alberta in the men's in the game that I was hoping to see.
3.5 for back there, so.
They're tied at 3. They traded field goals. Saskatchewan, Ontario men tied at 1. It looks like BC's out to a 2-0 lead over Newfoundland and Labrador. I'm blocked out from the score on the BC Northern Ontario game, so you're going to have to go to curling.ca to check that one out. In-turn draw here. Chance to put some pressure on the Yukon. Marianne Arsenault's last rock here in the third.
Line's really good.
Up 2-0. Chance to steal with a good one here.
Needs to curl.
Might be a hair heavy if it's not moving.
Grace. Grace. Yeah, Grace, go.
Go ahead,
Grace, go. Tuck it a bit. Go hard, hard, hard. Okay.
Weight was close. Just never really caught the curl they were hoping for, and now a chance for the Yukon to draw down to that one if they want, or they could play a little control weight. It'll be up to the skip. She might be looking at this double. If I could see the back of the rings. Maybe coming in and getting it on, kicking this green one out the side. Might be a chance to bring this rock into play here.
Yeah.
Maybe pick up a deuce. 3 if she made it clean.
Saying, yeah, sweep it to get it, so there wouldn't be a double.
Right.
So 10.
She's going to throw a 10. I'm assuming
flop
that's
over.
somewhere in the
Double the
ballpark
bonus.
of normal. Heard her say hit and flop over, doubles a bonus. This is actually her first rock here. Taking plenty of broom. Needs to hit probably around half a rock. She really needs to stay. That's the big thing. She can't go too hard at the double with the consequence of rolling out, or Marianne will have another chance to draw. Beautiful roll. Excellent shot. Apologize to the viewers. I got ahead of myself by 1 shot in this game. Just trying to make the time move quick.
Okay.
That roll is so good that they're going to ignore it. And Marianne's going to draw around the center guard, try to loop one in. She can get right to the Everest button. Just a great roll there made by Rhonda. See if Marianne can answer with her last.
Line's good.
Stay close. You got room.
Grace. 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 Grace.
That's pretty good. Hi, Grace.
She's trying to carve this one over now. trying to bury as much of the rock as they can. At this stage, you just keep sweeping it. Further you sweep it, the more it'll curl.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Got that in there for shot. It's probably over-buried a touch, but I still think it's accessible with back ring weight.
Yeah, we'll
I
just
think there's a
throw
tap
for-
available here
and
for
beat the
2.
rest.
It's a tough
Just go
one,
for a
though.
draw. There, I think, hey? I didn't really watch when she threw her ball.
So Rana's going to try to throw just back ring weight here, I believe. Try to make a play on the rock Marianne just threw.
We'll just draw for our 1. But if it's coming over and we tap it, we only have to tap it a foot for 2. So just chatter a lot, but sweep for T, sweep for 4 foot. I'll follow it. Want like 405-ish?
So she's playing the draw first, but if they can catch the line and they have enough weight, they'll play the
Okay.
tap. Chance to get on the board, trailing 2-0. Coming in with a record of 3-3, the team from the White Horse Curling Club needs this win this morning for sure.
Line's a bit tight. Line's tight.
4 losses would be
Give me
max.
clean, yes! Hard!
Now they're fighting to get this by the guard. Way less handle than what Marianne had. It's going to clip. That was a hard shot to do, to clip off that and get in there for shot. That's not something you'd practice at home. But good enough for a single. So the Yukon's on the board. They trailed British Columbia 2-1. We'll be back for the 4th end shortly. Update you on some other scores. Quebec put 3 on the board in their game versus Sherry Madaw from Ontario. They lead 3-1. Ontario has the hammer playing 4. Mention the score. Manitoba leading Alberta in the ladies 3-1. That was a big shot. Bit of a lucky break at the end there. Ronda's really started to curl. They just chipped off the center, but her weight was perfect, which allowed it to spin in, get on the board, and now a good chance for BC and the even ends, already leading with the hammer. I would play aggressive here and try to put two points up on the board, go to the break with a nice 3-point lead. A steal at 2 from the Saskatchewan ladies. Sherry Anderson, the 3-time Canadian Everest senior champion, leads Nova Scotia now 3-0. Really like Laura's draw weight. This is another example of that. Perfect
Great sweep.
center guard there. In turn, come around attempt here for Grace McInnes. I believe I played against, or not against, but in the same Canadian junior as her sister.
Better.
And I'm pretty sure that Penny
7.
was the coach.
7.
Well, I know Penny was the coach. Penny and I talked about that earlier in the week. In 1991 in the Duke. They used to rock a wicked mullet.
Okay.
That one just kisses off, but when it spun in, it probably got to edge. Is accessible for the Yukon. They're going to make a play on it. Early enough in the game, they don't feel they have to throw the double centers and just go all out kamikaze steal mode, but I lived more on the edge. I would have thrown the center.
Yep. Yep. Clean. Clean.
Another
Great
really
sweep.
nice
Way to
throw
hold it.
from Laura. Great brush.
Great toss, Laura. Good job.
Grace would just like to hit and roll out to the wing here. Important to stay. It's early in the end, but if you do roll out, Yukon will be able to draw around and use that center guard. A lot of weight for this shot. Tough to stay. Peeled it out though, but now, like I said, there'd be a chance for Corrine to draw around here. Opting to play the intern. For those of you just tuning in, we're in the championship pool play portion of the Everest Canadian Senior Curling Championships. This is the opening draw. There'll be another game tonight at 7. Really nice sweep there. Got it by, but touched the guard on the way by. They're nice double attempt. I really like this call. You could hit and stay for a corner. You could rip both yellows. So this is first game of pool play. Crossover. Pool A will play Pool B. 4-game round robin. You add your win total to that total that you brought with you from the opening round, and the top 4 teams will advance to the semifinals. Really nice shot there by Diane. BC comes in with a 4-2 record. The Yukon 3-3, so both teams need a win to keep going. Right now in first place in the ladies, it's Quebec, Ontario, and Nova Scotia all at 5-1. In the men's, Alberta was 6-0. Quebec, Saskatchewan, and Ontario 5-1. So log jams at the top.
Are we in? Top 4 is okay.
Great double peel there, or a little run back by Diane. Now it's nothing but open rings here.
Kilo's fine.
This one's going to slide in from Corrine, so Diane will be able to play an open hit.
Yeah.
Hands like this that are just open, it would actually makes me miss Randy being in the booth. I never thought I'd say that, but I'd have a chance to talk to him, because this could be just open hits for the rest of this end. Good throw there. Yukon is going to hit this one back with Helen's first. Ontario men put 3 on the board. They lead Saskatchewan 4-1. Alberta scored a single. So they were up 3-0 on Quebec, dropped 3, and they score a single to take a 4-3 lead. Just gonna chip that one out.
I gotta come around that little corner guard over there.
There is room to make this shot for sure. It'll curl over there. Not a lot of rings to work with. In-turn draw off the line here for Penny Chance, throwing third stones for British Columbia.
42.
We also saw Penny last week at the Ottawa Hunt Club for the Everest Canadian Curling Club Championships. Outstanding event there. Ottawa should be very proud. All their volunteers put on an amazing performance for these elite level club curlers. Champions there were Nova Scotia in the men's, Northern Ontario in the ladies. Won themselves a 4-night trip down to Vegas, a little extra perk thrown on there by Everest. If you're unable to tune in at any time, you can always check out these scores on the ticker on TSN. You're doing updates throughout the day on TSN Sports Center. Excellent little perk for these players. I mean, the club curlers were ecstatic to see their name flashing up on national television with their province, and it's the same for the seniors. Just a nice little perk that Everest adds on. They're all about the ultimate experience for the player. This is their 7th seniors championship.
Right off, right off.
This was their first year sponsoring the Canadian club play. An excellent come around there by Penny. Forced that miss out of Helen. Very tough shot to freeze to the rock that Penny got in there. And now Penny would just love to hit and roll away somewhere towards the center line here. Chance to set up a fairly harmless deuce for BC. Yeah, that's perfect. Penny earned her pay this end for sure. 2 beauties out of her.
So we'll give it a tighten up there a little bit. 10 to know, which is fine.
Not really a lot of choice here if you're the Yukon. I think you just have to hit this and take your medicine. Maybe hope that Marianne rolls out.
All right, just a nose. 10.
Trailing 2-1, open hit, needs to stick around here. First rock for Rhonda Horte in the 4th.
Clean. Wall court. Yep.
Trying to make it curl.
Yep.
And a good job doing so. Hits that right on the nose.
All right. Okay.
Marianne can hit this back. No doubles, anything like that to worry about. Just have to hit and stay. First shot here in the 4th for Marianne Arsenault, 5-time Scottish champion.
Right up, right up, right up, right up, hard.
Good throw and a good scrub, able to stick around. Again, Yukon, no choice but to hit this, and then they need a little mistake out of Marianne, or they're going to find themselves down 4-1.
Same thing.
Last stone for Rhonda here in the 4th. Yeah, it looks good. And now an opportunity for British Columbia to take a little bit of control in this game. Pretty simple shot here for Marianne. She's made millions of these throughout her career. So here we go, final rock, 4th end. Opportunity to hit and stay build up a 4-1 lead here for Team British Columbia.
Diane.
Coming in with a record of 4-2, curling out of the Royal City Curling Club. Looks like a real nice throw, so put 2 on the board for BC.
Nice.
They lead 4-1. We'll be back for the second half of this game right after this commercial break.
Before there was ice, there was our hallway at home. I was always the shy, quiet kid who loved math. But when I saw math come alive in the geometry of the game, I found my passion and my voice. It's a game of precision, a game of inches. It's the equation that now defines who I am.
One might say I was born to overcome challenges. 2 months premature, in and out of the hospital, and a heart condition. My parents call me their miracle baby. As with all survivors, I searched for my place in this world, and I found it here. This pebbled ice is where I battle now, and at only 12, I am already a 5-year veteran of this sport. I have my sights set on the Olympics. I will push hard to get there. The only size that matters in this sport is the size of your dreams.
Sweep! Sweep! Hurry! Hurry! Hard! Hurry hard! Hard! Hurry hard! 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 Yeah! Woo! We should really be curling.
This ice is everything. It's where I come to feel close to her, to feel whole. This building helped raise me when my mother no longer could. When I step on the ice, she steps with me. My dad is my rock. We're a team now, like the 4 of us when we step on the ice. People say that this isn't a contact sport, but that's not true. It contacts you where you need it the most.
Welcome back, curling fans. We are live from the Community First Curling Center in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario for the Everest Canadian Senior Men's and Women's Curling Championships. My name is Peter Stesky. I am your host. We have reached championship pool play. 14 teams started, played two pools of 7, 6-game round robin. The top 4 from each pool have advanced to this championship pool. Today we're featuring Team British Columbia versus the Yukon. BC out to a 4-1 lead as we come out of the 4th M break here.
I know. You guys swept it hard. Look
Before
at
we get started, I can update the other scores. Manitoba 4-1 over Alberta in the ladies. Ontario cracked a 3 to take a 4-3 lead over the women from Quebec. And Saskatchewan leads 3-1 over Nova Scotia in our final ladies game and has the hammer. So Saskatchewan in a bit of control in that one. Ontario men lead the Saskatchewan guys 4-2. And they have the hammer. Barn burner. Quebec, Alberta, man, 5-4 right now for the team from Quebec, Alberta with the hammer, though. They're playing the 5th.
That's right, when,
like to see the Yukon get a little more aggressive with the hammer here. Obviously, they're trailing 4-1. They need some corner guards up. Laura's had great draw weight the entire game. That's what the call is here. Yukon come in with a record of 3 wins and 3 losses. I would say 4 is the max, and that might not even do it. British Columbia 4-2.
Okay, that's good, I think. Sit.
That is what you call a very tight corner guard.
Sure.
They need a timeout here. They're going to measure. See if that is on.
Sure.
I'm going to guess that it's off. But it definitely slid a little further than what was necessary for the Yukon.
Oh, I see what he's doing.
So a little delay in the action
Get
here.
in there. They can zoom in on her shot.
They're using it, that's nice.
Official Steve Whitehill from Peterborough, Ontario with the measurement. I used to play against Steve all the time back in the day.
Wow. Okay, thanks.
So my guess was incorrect and it was in. So now Grace McInnes throwing lead stones for BC will be able to make a play on this rock. Little over sweep there on Laura's. It's going to cost them.
Yep. Hard. Hard dive. Okay.
Fancy little tick shot there. I think that one got ticked out of the rings.
This is okay.
Front right. Up front's right.
Definitely need another guard in play here, or really a guard in play if you're the Yukon.
Wasted. Lots of room. Lots of room.
I think they're drawing around this guard pretty early in the end to be drawing around one way out in the weeds like this.
Still not going to bury
Saw
it.
Penny make a great shot last end coming down this way, but that was with thirds first. And now they've sort of given up their ability to throw a corner guard. So again, if you're watching at home, you're trailing 4-1. 5-rock rule allows 2 corners. You should utilize the rule to your advantage. Now no pressure here at all on Diane. An open hit.
Clean. Clean. Just clean all the way. Yep, go. Good throw.
Diane's favorite curler is Paul Gausel, and that has been quite common throughout the week. Not a household name anymore, but for those of us who curled in the 80s and late 70s, Paul was an absolute legend. Made a comeback in the mid-90s playing with Harold Breckenridge, 2-time world junior champion, lost the semifinals the 1980 Brier to Al Hackner. Missed takeout attempt there by Kareen. Not even really sure why they were playing it. Playing a super open style here, the Yukon, but I think it's time for them to put their foot on the accelerator and try to create some offense. This plays right into BC's hands. Diane's favorite TV show is Ted Lasso, which is an absolutely amazing show. If you haven't seen it, check it out on Apple TV. But I wish Randy was here because he agrees with all the food choices, but he's not going to like this one. Her favorite food is broccoli, and I think Ferb would give that one a thumbs down. He doesn't even know what broccoli is.
That's good. That's fine.
That one's going to slide in too deep.
What was that? 42?
Again, though, I don't think you care too much if you're BC. You're up 4-1. If you can keep the Yukon throwing hits, I think you're pretty happy. Chance here, though, to make the double and roll behind the corner guard for Kareen Dallaire, throwing second stones out of the White Horse Curling Club.
Yep. Yep. Clean. 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 Yep. Oh, no, I'm the other person. Never mind. Come on.
Unable to make the double. Does look like it sticks around,
so that
though.
front one was like solid half-inch out, and the rings were in. So just.
But BC still lies 2, so with Penny, they're just going to draw the other side of the rings here, try to get some separation, not set up a double. The last one just had to curl a hair more for the Yukon. It did stick around. I'm just not sure that they'll be able to get rid of all the green ones to make it a counter. Looking for this one to hit the brakes. Stops in time to outcount the yellow. That was the key to that shot for sure. Helen's going to play the out-turn freeze here. That yellow one short of the rings is in the way too, so if you can lock this on 3/4, it'd be very difficult to get out.
Line's good. Line's good. Just here. Line's great. Yep. Hardcore. Right to it. Freeze right to it. Hard.
Trying to drag it in. I think they left it a little bit late.
Sorry about that. Sorry.
It's going to be close to see whose shot rock is, but I think there's enough room to make a play on that rock anyway. Just, she diagrammed it up for me. Thank goodness I don't have to do it myself.
What's up, eh?
Just an out-turn peel here. You'd like to hit it thin enough that you miss your back green, because that's one of your counting stones right now. On it early, trying to hold it.
Right up. Clean.
That's a real nice throw. Good line call, too, by Marianne to anticipate the curl there. Had to hit that pretty thin.
Pretty.
Another chance here for Helen. She just threw this. She threw a nice rock. Everyone knows what it's doing here. They'd love to plant this right on the face of the BC stone. Be very difficult to remove. Sweepers are on this one the whole way.
Careful. Take a look. Careful. No bump.
Great
no bump.
scrub
Just
by
right
the
to it.
front end
Yep,
here.
Right to it. It's good. Great sweep. Nice shot.
And a
Good sweep, yes.
really nice shot. There might be enough room to squeeze this out with the out turn across the face, but then you have to worry about jamming on those back greens as well. Excellent shot there by Helen.
Do you want that turn? Yeah.
Okay, got Bruce. I'll have a look.
Marianne, no stranger to throwing big weight. She played second stone on all those championship teams with Colleen Jones, so she's throwing lots of these in her day. She's going to need to bring out the fastball here. It's a tough shot with the in-turn, actually. Not a lot of room. It is the more natural angle to spring it out. And once you got back down here, I don't think she loves it.
Left. Left. Way left. I want to get to the other side. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like the in-turn at all. I don't think there was any room for it. Marianne noticed that as soon as she got down here, switched up, going to play the out turn. It's harder because you're driving with the out turn, driving the yellow towards the green, so it won't spring as much as it would with the in turn, but I think it's the only way she can make it because that yellow guard is in the way. First step is to try to spring it out. The second step is to hope you avoid the jam in the back of the rings here. Probably the most pressure Marianne's faced all game.
Grace! 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 Grace!
This one is way out there.
Get a piece anyways. All right.
Not her best attempt. It was such a good freeze. That was always going to be hard to remove.
Straight across.
Chance now for Rhonda to split the rings here. All she has to do is not set up a double.
Yeah, it'll go. Well, you can go a little bit less if you want, but I just want to be right here. Need to be by the 8.
Anywhere in the 8 will do it. Closer to the center line is better. Or, sorry, the T line, not center line.
We need to bite 8 foot. And the perfect spot is straight across from the other one, so there's no double. So right on T line.
Just discussing the weight.
405.
Looking for 4 or 405. Best chance of the game so far for the Yukon. They trail 4-1. Opportunity here with their skips first to set up a deuce.
A little heavy.
Get back into this game.
Careful. Where is it?
T line back. Needs the green. Yep.
Hard.
And that is very well placed.
Yeah, that's right. Close.
At least get over there.
I think she could roll somewhere over in that ballpark. I think the double would be ambitious.
9.5?
No.
A little more?
She's just going to go down and take another look at this. Yesterday up in the lounge here at the curling club, we were watching the 1988 men's final of the Brier, where my dear co-host Randy Furby was playing third for Pat Ryan. Got to hand it to him. He looked pretty good, but he had pretty thick stash back then. Probably more hair on his lip than he has on his head now. That was a great team. The Ryan Express won back-to-back Brier titles, 1988, 1989, and we were just talking split time. So this is probably running about 14-5 in between the Hogs. And back then they were throwing like 11 and a half, 12 seconds for draw, which would be more like board weight. Outturn hit here now for Marianne. She has to be a hair worried about her own rocks in the back of the rings here. Avoid the jam.
Yeah.
Yep, fine, hard dive.
Hard.
Hard, you gotta go.
Hard, Diane, hard.
Really trying to hold it.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Curls up way too much. The jam is made.
I think it's okay.
Could be a double here for 3. And I think 3 down, I might play it. Can't see the back of the rings myself, so
Draw for 2.
not sure who's what. I heard draw for 2 being mentioned.
Same shot.
This double is possible here. Looks like they're going to go with the draw. So an excellent freeze by Helen Strong set up this deuce for the Yukon. Now you have to take advantage of it. Need full 8 foot here. Final shot in the 5th, trailing 4-1. She just threw it. So you expect her to make it.
Okay.
So it's in the sweeper's hands now. Sort of a light brush early.
8 foot.
Gonna work it harder now.
Good sweep, guys.
Good brush, drags
Well
it
done.
just
Good
far
judging.
enough. So put 2 on the board
Good
for the
sweep.
Yukon.
Good judging.
They trail 4-3 versus BC in this opening championship pool game.
94, okay. Good judging. Good sweep.
Big 4-ender out of Alberta next to me here. They take a 5-4 lead over Manitoba. Saskatchewan continuing to play well in the ladies. They're up 5-1 versus Nova Scotia. Ontario with a 4-3 lead. Quebec with the hammer playing 6. So some close games here in the ladies for sure. Ontario men now lead Saskatchewan 5-2. Saskatchewan with the hammer. So we're underway here in the 6th. Nice deuce put up on the board here by the Yukon in 5. Trying to fight back in this game. I think it's basically do or die from here on out for the teams with 3 losses. You're not looking to rush to get a 4th one, that's for sure. Center guard, just a slight over curl. Grace will throw the outturn draw. Plenty of room to get around this. You don't need to squeak the guard or anything like that. More important, just to be full 8.
Pretty good.
Good.
No, it's got lots.
This one's traveling.
13-2.
Oh boy.
That is going to slide right through. Now I like this call here. Double center guard. Try to get as much in play as possible here. You're down 1 without the hammer, so steal and 6 would be perfect. Then you'd have 2 hammers here, 1 hammer each with 2 ends to play.
Line's good.
Just tight.
Okay, 3.
Yep, get in there.
Yep, for line.
Get it past. Yep.
Yep, for line.
Nice draw weight here again from
Yep,
Laura.
separation, hard.
Pretty makeable double peel. They can't play it yet, but they could play it on their next one. Gonna switch the turns up here and have Grace throw the in turn. Got caught probably in a slower path there, and this one really got away from her. Now this is a very nice end developing for the Yukon. 3 center guards. Chance to draw around the works here with Corrine Dallaire, second stone. Green's played in 2 Canadian Mixed Championships, and this is her 3rd seniors. Sweepers haven't laid a lick to this one yet.
If anything, lots of room. There it goes.
It's going to stick around. It's going to slide way too deep.
Just fast spot.
Double peels are available out front. Marianne plays an aggressive style. She's going to go around here with the outturn instead with Diane. Love this rock to be probably half on the forefoot buried.
Line's good. Top 4.
Gotta go.
Go ahead. You got room.
Switch.
Just top 4.
This looks pretty close.
Line's really good. Line's really good. Curl. Come on. Go.
Yeah, that is pretty much perfect. Shot rock. Buried in there nicely. Yukon's going to play the freeze here. Important to not be heavy and bounce off of this. Anywhere in front of it's good. Your back rock's already cutting the scoring area down some.
It's got a curl. It's got a curl. Yeah, line's good now. Okay.
Not enough speed on that one, so Ontario continues to lie
She
1.
was pretty close on line, just like.
Just a mess of rocks in front of the rings.
This way.
2 draw chances here. You can play the out-turn draw or the in-turn draw. They're going to switch it up and go to the in-turn. This might be the slower side. We haven't played it nearly as much. Chance to draw in and lie 2 buried here, though. No real run backs out front either for either team. Diane's second rock here in the 6th.
Line's good. Got a bite before.
Weight's good. 7.
Just a 6. Yeah. Hard line.
Really working it hard now to hold the line. That's a great shot. Really well swept, gets it in there to lie 2. I don't think you could put those in a better spot there.
Still think we try here.
Helen Strong, third for the Yukon, is going to play the out-turn freeze here. If they make it, they would be third shot. And BC has the hammer.
Switch.
Working hard just to
Top
drag
8.
this.
Top 8 only.
Looks like it's going to be short, but they're working hard.
Here only.
Gotta go.
Far as it'll go. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Curve it over.
Decent attempt, just short. It's a usable stone for the Yukon for sure.
I could just guard it.
Penny, you can tell right away, doesn't love this shot. She mentioned maybe the guard. She's afraid of hitting it high, obviously, and jamming. There's enough room to nose this for sure. You could even roll inside if you needed to, but I understand her concerns for sure.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa.
And an unfortunate jam. I believe that the Yukon is now
That
shot.
was forward wing, wasn't it?
It actually would have been better had it just clipped their green. Would have punched one out of the open, but they still would have been shot rock. And now it's going to be super hard. We have a timeout here. It's going to be super hard to get at that rock in the back 4. This timeout is brought to you by Everest, the proud sponsor of the Canadian Senior Men's and Women's Curling Championships, as well as the Canadian Club Curling Championships.
No. Well, they have this.
Gonna listen in here, see what they have to
this.
say.
I don't like coming in here because then if we sit here, then we're giving them something. If we're going to come in at all, we come here again. Because then if we could run this in later, we double those out.
Yeah.
That's what I see, right? If we get one here,
that's what I mean, yeah.
run that in and split it. Come this way, won't work.
Be more of a guard.
Or we just straight guard there, run, and see what happens.
Knocking off the 5, coming in.
We could do that later. But right now, it's like what we kind
There's a
of need
few
to protect
shots
this,
here.
I think. So I think we protect this shot. What do
BC
you guys
has
think?
that.
That's my opinion.
They could come wide
So just a guard.
and tap their own
So
green
this
one
can
up
be anywhere,
here
you
as
guys.
well.
Anywhere from here
And
to
it
here.
looks like they're going to
Just
guard that shot.
Guard that slide pass. So it's all about anywhere from here to there.
Basically, you just have to guard the outside path to this green rock right here. That then BC won't be able to use it. The outturn draw is still available if they do guard this for British Columbia to draw in and lie
I don't know how to
one.
get there though.
And if they make that, then that makes that in-off very tasty on their last rock.
Go this way? I guess we come this way, and if we do this, that's okay.
They're afraid they can't take enough ice here with the intern. It will over curl. Has to be a positive throw. Lots of rotation in this spot. This one's heavier than they hoped. Got to be careful not to line something up.
Over curl it, core, hard core, hard. Get you the inside of it. No bump though, no bump, no bump. Yeah. Okay.
That one slid in quite a bit deeper than what they wanted, but I think it's still going to be shot rock for
She's
the
gonna make
Yukon.
me do it.
I actually like to draw first on this. You can get in here for shot rock. And then you'll always have this in off out
So
here
14-2, right?
for Marianne to make. But you could get this in even half buried and make that back yellow one extremely vulnerable. Have to be in front of the tee here. You don't have to be shot rock here. It'd be a bonus if you
Oh,
were.
that's lots, that's lots.
Penny thinks she's heavy. It's gonna curl too much anyway. Just jumped.
No. Okay.
Oh, it wasn't lots. What happened? Did that pick?
Could have grabbed. That one really
I
did
thought it
take
had a
off. That's
ball.
a spot where it does curl, but that one was aggressive. They're trying to figure out who's sitting what here.
We might be sitting 2 now.
Yeah, I know. That's what Grace said. We might do this for you. And they did.
Yeah. Have to have another look.
So we don't know for sure who shot rock is.
Yeah.
BC has
leave
an
it open
in-off
so I can
available.
leave it
The
in
out-turn draw is still available. I think you have to
Make it
play the
tougher
out-turn
and
draw
get
right
more
in here, but I mean, it's dangerous. But it's pretty dangerous leaving that in-off. If they make it, they score 3, and then you're
We'll just guard that side.
down 4
Be
with 2
nice
to
to
play
not
is not a
overlap them
great
so that
spot
if we need
from
to,
any of
we
the
have.
analytics I've
I
looked
don't
at.
want it too deep, like a 3 at the most. Not a 4.
They're going to try to
No,
guard
2
the
or
in-off. By the sounds of it, throw a 2 or
Just not
3.
flat, so in the open somewhere over there.
I think the easiest way to take away this in-off would be with the
Right.
in-turn draw, or you
15?
could just peel the rock out yourself. First shot for
Lots of-
Rhonda
oh, really?
here.
Ah, shoot. Lots of spin. You're back 8.
Playing 6. Was hoping for a guard, I thought, but threw this one pretty quick. They got to make sure they get it far enough that they don't set up
Sorry,
a
guys,
double.
hard to know how much. I thought I was late, but I was not. Apparently.
Let's see for 2, eh?
Yeah.
They might be 2,
It's fuzzy back there, so it's hard to tell.
or they might be -1. I don't think anyone knows for sure.
Yeah. Pretty close, eh?
I really like the draw here still. Anywhere in front of the tee line. Your in-off would still be there. It might even be easier, a bigger target to come into. Marianne's going to opt to play this right now. It's like a circus shot that Jennifer Jones made to win the 2005 Scotties. In off for 2, playing against Jen Hanna from Ontario. Jen's first ever Scotch Tournament of Heart. She's gone on to win 5 more, as well as an Olympic gold medal, and we wish her all the best. She's an Everest curling ambassador as well, and her upcoming trip to the Olympics in China.
Grace, Grace.
Big in-off attempt
Grace,
here
hard,
now.
Hard, Grace.
Trying to carve it
hard,
over
hard.
here. Marianne Arsenal throwing skip stones. Great shot. No doubt about who is shot rock now. Nice carve over and good call by Penny, but an excellent shot by Marianne. They now lie 2. I think the only shot really available for the Yukon is the out-turn draw right to the button. Have to come in here. You could go as deep as you want as long as you're still shot rock. I really don't see anything else. Terry, you see anything? Out-turn draw.
Gonna roll off what? Oh, off this one.
I'm sort of behind the sheet at an angle.
Go there, I think. Do you like that?
But to me, it looks like the yellow is completely
What do you
buried.
think then?
They could try to make a play on their yellow that's frozen to the two greens with some kind of hackboard weight and maybe cut them
Do you like
down to a
that?
draw for two.
Yeah.
Looks like that is what they're going to play. Never really looked at the out-turn draw. Why does nobody ever like the shots I want to play?
I'm gonna throw hack weight. I think not hard enough at the end, like to skip by that guard.
So they're going to throw hack weight, try to skinny the
Hack,
guard,
yeah,
play
so
yellow
back
on the
line to
green,
hack,
but
and
what
just
you're going to do is give
tap
up
it
a
out.
draw for two
It's
if you
either
make
that
it
or
with
the draw to
no
the button on the other
possibility
side,
of
right?
stealing.
So
You play the out-turn draw. You do have a chance to steal
hack weight, just be ready.
if you make the shot.
And
More
forward jumping after it
upside,
gets past that
downside's
guard.
pretty much the
Try to
same in my
carve it over.
opinion, though that's my
Okay,
justification for the draw. This is a very tough shot. Weight and line have to be perfect. Facing two BC counters. Final stone here in the sixth for Rhonda Horte of the Yukon.
You're on the front.
Yeah, it's going to over curl.
Follow it. Shoot.
And a draw for three available
good.
now for Marianne after that great in-off she made. She needs a piece of the four and a chance to blow this game open. Manitoba rebounded with 2 in the fifth. They lead Alberta in the ladies 6-5.
Yeah.
Saskatchewan still up 5-2 on Nova Scotia.
Yeah, fight the four.
Final shot here of the six. Opportunity for three for British Columbia.
Lots of line.
Need a piece of the
Lots of room.
4-foot.
Lots of room. You got to get 4-foot. Grace, switch. Whoa, nothing.
Not
This is running
come
very
hard.
straight.
Hard to the 4-foot. Whoa.
And just an oversweep, actually.
Okay.
If they would have left that, that would have died in time, but they didn't. So put 2 on the board for British Columbia. They lead 6-3 after 6. Quebec, Ontario tied at 4 in the ladies, playing the 7th end. Newfoundland and Labrador are up 5-2 on British Columbia in the men's game. Alberta 6-5 over Quebec, playing 7 in men's. So an opportunity missed there by BC, but they still lead by 3. Little delay here getting this end started. For those just tuning in, we are live from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario at the Community First Curling Center. I'm your host, Peter Stesky. The Everest Canadian Senior Men's and Women's Curling Championships
Good.
started on Monday.
Good weight.
Played 2 pools of 7. Top 4 teams
it.
from each pool have now advanced to this championship pool.
Front of the tee line, eh? I think it's good.
Curling hard. Curl.
Our finals will be on Saturday. Winner winning the Canadian Championship and a trip to the Worlds. I believe it's yet to be determined where that will be played. Good spot there for Grace. Throwing that one on the rings. Up 3, you don't need any guards.
Okay, just over. It's over, it's over, it's over. Good sweep.
Alberta just put 3 on the board versus Manitoba, taking 8-6 lead after 6. I bet the under on that game, so that bet's gone. Corner guard there by Laura. Grace would like to throw this one into the rings, I think. Maybe just tap her own.
Okay, good line. Good line. Go hard. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Good. A little over curl there.
Curled a lot. Sets up a little bit of a pocket. Laura's going to throw a second corner guard here, utilize the 5-rock rule to the max.
Line's good. Over curling. Short. Or no, it's fine.
This one's really curling.
Or just freeze.
Just dragged it over the line.
Okay.
So those corners
Double 2
are
guards. Good job. No, that's okay.
in play, but pretty easy to make a double peel and maybe not overly useful where they are. Laura's played well throughout the game. Just a great in-off by last end by Marianne to set up that deuce.
Can't hurt it. Pretty good. Wait, good. 7.
Little out-turn tap here for Diane Gushalak, playing second stone, former Ontario girl, grew up playing at the Unionville Curling Club. Kim Gillard and Corey Beveridge, home club. They won a World Junior Championship. Paul Savage's daughter Lisa on that team as well, and Sandy Graham. A wall of green up front here. You could play just a little tap here, tap something behind the tee line, I think would be a good play. They're gonna go for the hit.
Helen! Yep! 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 Yep!
Good throw there by Corrine. Kills the one, but now it's an open hit attempt here for Diane. Said it earlier in the game, BC would be happy to trade hits in this situation. A deuce in 7 gives Ontario a 6-4 lead over Quebec in women's action.
Good.
Quebec has the hammer coming home.
Good, good.
Good throw there by Diane. I'm not sure it'd be hitting anything right now. You could just chip this rock right here, bump it back into this area. Your shooter's gonna roll into there. Beauty of that is you put some backing behind that corner guard. You're positive your rock's gonna stay in play because you're not throwing it that hard, and you can actually make it tough to remove if you could get in that little pocket.
Yes! Hard! Yes! Yes! Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Flop it over Laura's way. Right over. Okay, it was great.
Perfect roll. It's going to be very tough to remove that yellow. So an excellent shot there by Corrine. British Columbia still lies 2, and they don't really see a way, it looks like, to get rid of that yellow. So Penny's going to draw. I would have liked just to chip my green rock that's behind that yellow out of the way to free up that yellow stone. That way I can hit it on my next one.
Go, 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 go.
Be able to play a little split. You'd lie 3,
Okay.
and that yellow stone would be available. Because right now it's not really going anywhere by the looks of it. And this, again, I don't want to be overly critical, but it's a mistake. That rock's in a perfect spot right now. It's early enough in the end. You don't need to make a play on it. Your better play here is to freeze to the back one. There was no way for BC to make a play on this stone. There certainly will be after this shot.
Laura, up! Laura! Yep! Clean! Just clean! Just clean! Roll it hard, 4. Right over! Sorry.
Shooter needs to stick around. It's not going to. And yeah, that one really played into BC's hands. Now they have before they couldn't get rid of this rock. Now they have a wide open hit. Chance to sit 3.
10?
Those corner guards are going to be real tough to use. So BC's pretty happy with the setup here. Don't even really need to stay. I wouldn't even mind just peeling this one out.
Whoa.
Just clean. Whoa. Clean. Yep.
If our games do finish early, you can always check out the scores on TSN on the ticker. Curlers have been checking it out all week. Sometimes if our game finishes, we've got to go. The other games aren't wrapped up. You can always check out the finals there. Only thing wrong in this end right now, if you are British Columbia, is these staggered rocks here. Well, that's actually her face. I always get there late, you know, right there. If there is enough separation, enough of an angle, you could still use that one in a run back scenario, maybe. They're going to play the freeze. I really liked this shot for their last one. I think this is one shot too late.
Got a curl. Running. Where is it?
Decent looking weight here from Helen. Just needed to curl.
Hard for Denise. Hard, right to it. Go, go, go. Hard. Okay. Sweet.
Good scrub, just not able to drag it quite far enough. Should be a pretty easy play here for Marianne. Just need to make this one go away.
Yeah, I just didn't understand. Like, didn't get what you were calling there. Thought I had to curl.
It had to curl more. Just missed the line call. Yeah.
Didn't give it up. Good 9.5, like not babying it. Thank you.
Just check the final. New Brunswick men over the Northern Ontario men. They move their record to 5-2. Northern Ontario fall to 3-4. Open hit here for Marianne. Like to make this yellow one go away.
Whoa. Yeah, right up. Hard. Hard, hard. Whoa. Hard. Oh, get rid of that back one, maybe. That's good.
That was good. Clip the back one. Try to get that backing out of the way. They now lie 4.
Good throw.
Both there, you think? Nice and easy, Tim.
You could play the in-turn draw here. You could play the out-turn draw. You could play the hit and roll. Roll's probably the toughest of the 3. It's very hard to make precise rolls to a spot. Easier to draw
Hit and
there.
slot behind corner. We need to stay half 8 foot with my shooter.
Good description there by Rhonda. She's trying to cross the face here. Hit and roll buried behind those 2 yellow corner guards. They're fairly high up. This is going to be hard to roll to a spot where BC won't be able to make a play on it.
Whoa, whoa. Laura. Hard.
That's really our first open miss we've seen from Rhonda. That one,
Okay.
not her best, and now a real nice
that's my
chance
path,
here for
right?
BC to
Okay.
block this path to the 4 foot. Already lying 4 with a 3-point lead here, playing 7.
Sorry.
It's nice and quick in this spot. Penny's really kept going. I got 4.5 on Penny's that went back. That eight
Ontario men lead 6-3 coming home against Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan with the hammer. Saskatchewan ladies look like they're going to win their 5th game,
Take a little less, Pen.
leading Nova Scotia 6-2. That's in the 8th as well. Still 8-6 Alberta over Manitoba.
Line's good.
Line's good. Line's great.
Line's really good. Hard, hard.
Good chance here for Marianne to block this path. Her weight
Little
looks
more.
real nice.
Hard, hard. Okay.
That was all about trying to take away the line, and she's done so. There's no in-turn draw
didn't
there
get it.
now. You could draw out-turn through the hole. There's an in-turn hit. It looks really gross. Or you could play the wide out-turn draw. She's going to try the in-turn hit through this reverse port. This has danger written all over it. She doesn't really have a lot of choice. It's definitely there, but it's going to be a tough little port to weave just because it curls so much here.
Well, what do you think? Yeah.
You guys okay with this? We'll just go through the hole at 10. It's wide open, both sides. It's my intern. I'll throw it better. Okay,
This
okay.
is tough. Trailing 6-3. Final shot here in 7. Game on the line for sure. British Columbia lying 4. Rhonda Horte in the hack in-turn hit through a reverse port. Swingy spot on the ice. Best of luck.
Clean. Clean.
Really nice throw out of her hand.
Hard! Hard! Clean.
What a shot. Put a single on the board, a game saver there from Rhonda. But they're going to trail 6-4 without the hammer when we come back here for the 8th end.
Now we're gonna steal.
Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario.
Bareboats-ish. I know. Is that where it was? A little more over. I don't think it was touching center. That's good? Is that about right? Okay.
Just had to step away briefly. We are back live here from Sault Ste. Marie for the Everest Canadian Senior Curling Championships. My name is Peter Stesky. I've been your host all week. Game here, BC's got it in hand right now, leading 6-4, coming home with the hammer, looking to move their record to 5-2. Yukon are at 500, 3 wins, 3 losses. Can't afford many more. 4, like we said, could be the max. Steal of 1 in 7 by Alberta. They now lead 9-6 over Manitoba. Excellent tick shot there by Grace. Chips the yellow counter into the rings, but more importantly, opens up the center.
Are we in?
No, it's good.
Yep.
Saskatchewan just won their game. They moved their record to 5-2. Nova Scotia falls to 5-2 in ladies play.
Yeah, either one.
Open hit here. Well, not open is the wrong way to phrase it. You can probably see half. Love to just peel this rock out. This stage, you don't need to keep any of your own green ones around. That definitely grabbed. Able to clear the front though, so some picks are better than others. That one worked out okay. Ontario, Quebec ladies gonna go to an extra end. Ontario will have the hammer. Both teams there come in at 5-1. All of the women's teams have at least 1 loss, so the winner of that game will be tied for first place at worst.
Come around. I don't know. Helen.
Actually, with Nova Scotia losing, the winner of Quebec, Ontario will take over first place in the standings.
Freeze it. Freeze it. No. Okay. Good. Good management.
Double is there. You could actually kill all 3 yellows here. Hardest one to get rid of. Getting this top one moving is not going to be easy. Diane throws it fairly hard.
Wow. The smile on your face.
Really want your shooter to get out of there. That's the key.
Okay.
Not going to though. Outturn, come around with multiple points. Need this one to slow down.
Whoa. Hey. Not.
Yeah.
I know we're short, hey? We gotta hurry.
Going to play the double peel here with the in-turn. Might drag enough to get this yellow making a move back towards the one in the rings here if they hit it properly. Seen so many peels missed across the face throughout the week here. But this one's good. You could see it did. It came back with that like I thought it might. Able to get that one off the 4. UConn a little short for time here, so they're rushing up the throw. They're sneakily building an end here. There's 2 rocks in the rings already. Best you could maybe hope for is to make Marianne throw against 3 and the loss.
Whoa, 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 above tee. I don't care where.
Penny'd like to hit this yellow, maybe make a double on the back would be perfect. That would really make her skip's life a lot easier. Could also roll towards the wing and try to count that one on the 12. Hit and stay. It'll be shot rock. UConn are going to draw around this one.
Draw, yeah.
I think the hit actually might be the play, which doesn't seem to be the normal play when you're trying to steal. But you have a chance right now to make them throw against 3. It's going to get real tough to bury 2 in behind this rock.
Line's good, yeah.
Nice looking throw here from Rhonda. Beauty sweeping 2. Perfect shot. Really well done.
Nice sweep.
They're down to 54 seconds. British Columbia just under 2 minutes. In-turn run back here for Marianne. Danger if she peels it just to the high side. She's going to be throwing against 4. Another option would be just to draw down to the rock that was just thrown.
Yep. Hard! 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 Hard!
Able to make the raise takeouts. And now a chance, though, for
Good shot.
the UConn to hit and lie 3.
Was it? And she draws for her 1.
You have to
We have
play
to
the
sit
hit
2.
here.
Yeah. You want to draw again?
100% have to play the hit.
We had because we
If
have
you
to steal
draw
it.
here, it does not change her shot. All she has to do is draw the 8-foot. The only difference is she's drawing against the loss instead of the win. You have to draw here.
I like to hit myself.
Or sorry,
But we
hit
can
here.
draw.
100% have to hit.
You think the draw is better?
Right now, BC is lying second shot.
But if we can
So
tuck
if you
it
make
corner,
this
we
draw,
really do a run. It makes her have a tougher
Marianne
shot,
has to draw the 8-foot, and if she misses, it's a tie game. If you nose hit this rock here, Marianne has to play the exact same shot, only it's against 3.
I think so. Do you guys think what do you guys think?
They have to hit.
Should we hit or draw? If we hit, we sit 3.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's a draw against 3, right?
Yeah.
You know, that we said in 3.
They called their timeout, so they still have some time to play this shot. Took them a while, but they did get to the right call. Now it's time to execute.
10.
Have to hit and stay here. Saskatchewan lost to Ontario in the men's. The Ontario men moved to 6-1. Saskatchewan falls to 5-2.
Clean. Yep.
Intern hit here. Final stone for Rhonda Horte. Trying to hold the line, can't jam it. And she did. And I think that'll be the ball game. Not sure the green one spun far enough.
The rings are out, we know that. Sorry, guys.
No.
Well, they're not even close.
No, they're not.
No, Helen knows that they're only lying one, so Marianne can throw. It doesn't sound like she has to. But a chance here to draw in and score a single, maybe cover the point spread.
We're already sitting number 2. We're already sitting number 2.
So this would be about the easiest shot to win a game that Marianne's ever going to throw because they've already won the game. Just a matter of what the final score is going to be. Right now, the Yukon's lying 1.
Line's fine.
Sweeper's just on and off this one. It looks pretty good to me.
14.
So
Good,
put a
nice throw.
single on the board for Team BC. They defeat the Yukon.
Thank you.
Final
Great game.
score 7-4. They move the record to 5-2. Yukon fall to 3-4. That's it for us. We're going to be back this afternoon, I believe at 3:30. This is Peter Stesky. We're signing off from the Everest Canadian Senior Curling Championships in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario.